Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with ReZero Season 3 episode number 15 reaction. So the previous episode we had the battle between Wilhelm and Theresia, and Reinhardt came in later on and dealt the final blow to Theresia, obviously, which was not really liked by Wilhelm. But in the end, Wilhelm was able to speak to Theresia because she kind of came back to her senses, and Wilhelm was able to say those words that she likes her, which he has never said to her. And Theresia was like, I know, your actions spoke louder than your words. But he wanted to say it verbally, and yeah. In the end, that was that. And Wilhelm and Reinhardt's relationship, which was already broken, completely broke. Like he starts calling him like the sword saint and tells him how he's a hero and he needs to do his duties first and all that. Basically, whatever there was, whatever little amount, it just completely went out. And yeah, that was that. Also, Heinkel went on a complete breakdown, like meltdown. He was talking about how he wants to frame Reinhardt for the whole, like killing Theresia and all that. But Reinhardt kind of ignores him and just leaves. And yeah, so everything is a mess in the end. Their whole family, which was already broken, is even more broken now, and I'm pretty sure it is not cannot really be pieced together at all, like at this point. Either way, and all of those things happened. Also, we got to know a little bit more about the conditions of Theresia's death. Pandora apparently was involved in it, which was a new piece of information which we didn't have. So that's interesting. Anyways, let's see what happens today. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. I wonder what we're going to see today. Maybe the Capella battle? The Gluttony battle is still left as well, so Hmm. Oh, here we go, the Gluttony battle. Damn. Yeah, he's fast as heck. Oh boy. First, what? Oh, he got him this time. Good. But nothing good. Oh, the other one. No. Yeah. Roy was his name, right? So, okay. One of them is named Lai Baiteng Kaios or something like that, I think. I forgot the other one's name. Oh my god. Oh, okay, okay, I remember now. Nisama. Because he took his brother's, which was like lost in translation by Crunchyroll, I think. Whoa. Oh boy. Oh boy. Like Julius is realizing little by little, it's dawning on him what's going on. Hmm. Oh! Whoa! What the hell? Oh my god. Wait, who's this? No, wait. So he took so he took so many other characters. What's going on? Okay, wait. Like he's constantly changing the. Uh, to the brother. Oh my god. He cannot remember because he took the memories. So okay, I'm confused about one thing. When did this happen? When did he take their memories? Like Rem, we saw that, but the others. Oh my god. We hated you. Oh, oh, up back with Capella and just puts herself back. I die 100. Ooh, there's some. Mm, w- okay, interesting set of words he's saying. It seems as if he's talking about dying multiple times. Like, what? The only person I thought would say something like that is Subaru. Damn! She turned back to the. Oh, just. Yeah. Oh, God. Ah, well. Okay, the media's still there. Wait, Anastasia. He still hasn't shown his face. I think Capella's fine. What type of subtitle? Okay, right. Nah, it's just still there. Oh wait a minute. Can she not use magic or something? And wait, yeah. Wait. Who is this then? No. Stop, Felix. Oh my God. Just listen to her. Okay. She just became a mouse. I guess. Yeah. Oh my God. Hey. Oh, great. Fantastic. She's back. Damn, the transformation sequence. What the hell? I. We have Maho Shoujo's having a transformation sequence. This is hers. Yeah. Oh, what? Oh. Yeah, she's right on the mark, I think. Well, you're listening to it. You're doing the. There it is. Confusion. Yeah. So even if she dies, it doesn't matter. So we'll have to do something else to help Krush and Subaru. Oh my god, these. Okay, I think Reinhardt will be coming because we see in the opening Reinhardt will be fighting Capella. No one ever. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh boy. Ah. Well. God damn, there's too many of them. Felix. Oh, Reinhardt is here. Nice. Okay, like I said. Oh. Ooh. Oh my god. Yeah, you can see the difference between the power level of Reinhardt and other people like Al or Felix. Right. He just one shot at them. Oh boy. I was trained by the old aren't innate talent. Damn. No, no, he takes the memories of. So maybe he can learn. Yeah, exactly. Like I was saying, he ate Rem. Some. I think he's trying. He's copying Rem. Who? What the? What? Oh, he took his He took his memories. That's why he called the name. He cannot remember. Yeah, and he ate him. He ate his memories and his name as well, I guess. Great. Oh my, he's just. This is such an annoying ability. Okay, don't fall for his. Yeah. Oh god. Sure. Okay. Oh, okay. Ah. So he needs to know the name. Or okay, wait a minute. So wait, he needs to know the name? Yeah, good. Right. I don't think anyone here know. Okay. Okay, and nobody knows his name. I win. Wait, who's Rui? It is so confusing. He's just bringing up different people, and it's he can eat anyone he touch. If he touches you, considers her. So you cannot touch him, or he cannot touch you. It's over then. Oh no. Oh god. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, I was thinking he must have a plan. What the? What is that? Whoa! Wait! Oh! Oh, he put bombs in his. I don't think that'll work. Yeah, he was too calm about it. It wouldn't work. Oh god. Oh god. Nah, 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 nah. Ah! Oh my god. Ah! Oh, Beatrice! For a moment, I was like, wait, whose voice is this? Nice. Finally, she's here. I was like, we haven't seen Beatrice for a long, long, long time. Yeah. What? No! Stop! Rem. I forgot about that. Yeah, there's no point in keeping her name a secret. Because he knows. He has Rem within him. That's a problem. Yeah, Rem. It's pretty obvious from the very beginning. That episode only. When when he said like my beloved in that episode. Yeah, great. Ugh. Yeah. Mm. All right, and there you go. That was today's episode. That was episode number 15. One more episode left after this. I think there was supposed to be 16 episodes. All right. So today we had a few things happening. First and foremost, obviously we had the gluttony, like the brothers, them fighting over there. They were fighting. I forgot his name. His name was Roy Alford or something like that, right? I might be wrong about his name, but the one fighting Julius and Ricardo, I think his name was something like that, Roy Alford or something like that. And then we obviously have Lai Batenkaitos, or wait, what was it? Baten Baten something. Wait. I cannot find it now. Okay, anyways, I'll I'll check it out later. Anyways, so yeah, him. He was fighting Otto and like the others over there. So that was going on. While at the same time we have Capella over there fighting Al, and Felix and Anastasia also comes in, and Reinhardt comes and helps them out in the end as well. Like, it's funny because Reinhardt is now just going around, like helping people out, like the like one over leveled character. Like, like there's like a lot of problem going around in this place, and he's like just going from one place to another, trying to help out everyone, whoever needs the help most. Right. So yeah, now that is today basically like the brief summary of today's episode. Like, that was what was going on. Now, a few important things to talk about. Quite a few important things to talk about, because I feel like today's episode had a lot of stuff. First and foremost, let's talk about gluttony. So gluttony, as far as I could understand, I might be wrong. First and foremost, they need to know. I think he needs to know the name. Otherwise, like, why was he trying to like, why was Otto trying to focus on, like, telling them that, oh, don't you say my name, because I think it must be right that. So I think there's like some prerequisite conditions for him to take their memories. One prerequisite condition is obviously, as we get to see, like, he needs to like touch them or something, like, like or eat a part of their body or something. That's what he was trying to do to Otto, but thankfully, like, he wasn't able to do it. So maybe like touch them and maybe know their name, maybe something like that. I don't know. But then I was going to say, but then what about Rem though? Like, Rem, I don't think he knew Rem's name, right? How was he able to eat Rem's memories and like her name as well? Like, oh wait, no, wait a minute. I think it's way more simple than that. I think the reason why he needs the name is to eat the name. I'm assuming. Because there's two things that he does: eating the name, eating the memory. So if you eat the name of someone, as far as I could understand from all that we have seen about Rem and everything, if you eat the Rem, correct me if I'm wrong, if you eat the name, then everyone else will forget who that person is. If you eat the memories, then no, wait a minute. Name and memories. So, oh, if you eat the name, everyone else will forget who that person is. If you eat the memories, that person won't have any memories. That means they'll forget about everyone. So Rem, for example, if he only ate Rem's name, then the case would be nobody would be able to recognize Rem, but Rem would have her memories about everyone, you know. Or if he didn't eat Rem's name and just ate Rem's memories, then Rem would forget about everyone, will be like an amnesiac, but everyone else will remember Rem, who Rem is. So it makes sense why Rem is in a coma, because both got taken from her. So nobody remembers who Rem is. Rem doesn't remember who anyone is, which is as if she doesn't even exist, right? Because, like I said, if there's only one thing that he did to Rem, if only either he ate her name or her memories, one part would still be viable. Like, either Rem would forget about everyone, but everyone would remember about Rem, so her existence would still be there, or Rem would forget about everyone, or no, everyone would forget about Rem, and Rem would remember everyone. So Rem would know that, okay, like, these people I know, so her existence still stays there. It becomes tricky. I feel like it becomes tricky and more complicated when both your name and the memories are gone, which would mean nobody remembers you, you remember nobody, which kind of means you can say that you don't even exist. That means, right? If nobody remembers something, and if that something doesn't remember anyone, that would literally mean that thing doesn't exist. So that's why Rem is in a coma, I think. Because both of it got eaten, like both the name and the memories. So I think the reason why he was like, he needs the name is to eat the name. So, which means if he eats the name, nobody would be able to remember them. So that's why the fact that he has no way of knowing Otto's name would mean wherever he does, at least everyone will still remember Otto, because nobody even knows Otto's name. Like, yeah. And another, like, very, like, annoying thing that he does, which makes his power even more broken, is the fact that he can literally target someone. Like, for example, let's just take Reinhardt. Reinhardt is extremely strong. Like, if Reinhardt fights directly against this guy, Reinhardt can easily just destroy him. But he has a trick up his sleeve. He can, like, target someone who's very weak, target that person, and if that person knows who Reinhardt is, he can target that person, take his memories, and then know who Reinhardt is, and get, like, information about him from that person's memories and everything. So that is the annoying part here, because you can see he was doing that multiple times here. For example, Beatrice, they tried to keep Beatrice's name a secret, but it doesn't matter. He has Rem within him. Rem knows Beatrice, so yeah, no point. That guy, that guy who was fighting, he takes out one of his members, one of his soldiers, like comrades, and from that person he gets to know his name. Like, this is like another very annoying thing. Like, it's like this is what makes him even more broken, I think, which is like the fact that he can take anyone's name, and from their memories he can gain their memories and their abilities. So yeah, something like that. So anyways, I'm still there's a few things that I'm still not sure about Gluttony, but I think, like, a lot of the stuff are kind of becoming clear now. One thing that I'm still not clear about is, like, how, because I guess he explained like he needs to be in contact with the other person, and yeah, so, and I don't know, they didn't really say it properly or directly, but I think they were trying to imply that he also needs to know the name. Otherwise, they were putting a lot of emphasis on the name. Even when Otto was like, "Oh, you guys don't say my name," and everyone was like, "I don't know your name at all." Which is when he was like, I hate perceptive people. He was getting annoyed there because he realized that he cannot get Otto's name from him. And so that means that name is a requirement. He needs to know the name. Right, and like I said, I think it's required for him to eat the name. He needs to know the name, which makes sense. You cannot eat the name if you don't know the name, right? So yeah, but I'm not 100% sure how he eats the memories. Like, name, I think that's how it goes. I'm not sure how he eats the memories. Like, like, he did explain that he needs to be in contact with that person. Yeah, maybe there's something. You know what, let's wait and see. I think, like, we'll have, like, the final episode left for we will probably deal with him in the final episode, that is episode 16. So I'm guessing we'll get to know more about him there. Either way, so that's the situation here. Like, Gluttony is very, like, a complicated character to fight because of that. And like I said, like, the fact that he can get the memories and the abilities from anyone he eats is just makes him even more broken, because from the other people he can get the other people's names, the people that he is fighting. And yeah, and you know what? Like, I feel like Otto's like the trump card here because, like, it's not just the fact that nobody is telling Otto's name. Like I said, what makes gluttony broken is the fact you can literally take anyone and from them gain to know the other person's name. So the person in question here, Otto, for example, you know, even if Otto tells everyone, don't say my name, you know, he can literally take someone's memory and get to know Otto's name. But you know what the problem here is? Nobody here knows Otto's name at all. So this makes it even more complicated for him because he cannot take someone's memories and get to know Otto's name because nobody even knows his name. It's not that Otto's telling them to keep quiet. They genuinely don't know. So that's why I think Otto will be the trump card here because he has this advantage here. Beatrice might know Otto's name. I'm not really sure about it, or maybe not. Like because the whole running gag, the whole running joke about this, about Otto is that nobody like literally remembers him or nobody just acknowledges him except Subaru. That's the whole running gag of this thing. So I feel like there's a possibility Beatrice also doesn't remember his name or doesn't even know his name. Rem, I don't think Rem knows his. Oh no, wait. No, she must not know because if she knew about it, Glutton would immediately know because he already has Rem within him. The fact that he's trying to get to know Otto's name is because he doesn't know his name. So that means Rem probably don't know Otto's name as well. Right. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that's the situation with gluttony. This was about Lai Batankaitos or whatever his name was. The other guy, I think whose name was Leroy Alfred or something like that, his situation is a bit interesting because I'm like, this is the thing. That guy actually ate Julius's brother's, I think, name, right? Yeah, name. Not the I'm not sure about the memories because here's the thing. Like I said, if you eat memory and the name, then you're done for. Your whole existence is in jeopardy because nobody remembers you. You don't remember nobody. Your existence is completely just destroyed. So you'll probably go to coma like Ram. But if you get one of them, I think it still makes you exist. For example, here, if he has only taken his brother's name, which is why in Julius's memory, in the little flashback he was saying, in Julius's memory when he was getting the apple, his brother's face was very vague. So that means that in itself proves, I think, that he only took Julius's brother's name probably. Because I was thinking, when did he do that? When did he go and take his brother's, I couldn't understand that part. But it would make sense if he only took his name because maybe he somehow got to know Julius's brother's name and maybe that's how he ate his name. Again, like I said, they haven't really explained exactly how he eats the name or he eats the memories. This is just guesswork that I'm doing. My guess is he needs to know the name. That's how he can only eat it. And that's why he was focusing on Otto's name so much because he probably was trying to eat Otto's name, but he couldn't because nobody even knows who he is. So yeah. Now, like I said, I'm not 100% sure, but there is a possibility, and I think that's probably what's going on, that he only ate Julius's brother's name. His memories, maybe not. I'm not really sure. That we will have to wait and see. Because if he ate both the name and memories, he will go into coma. Yeah, he won't be. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Let's wait and see. So that was that. Now, another thing, I'm not 100% sure what was going on, but there was a section where Ricardo was also feeling, because there was a section where he was like, oh, welcome back home, you want something like that he was saying. So Ricardo got stunned and just stopped there for a moment. You could see, was he imitating, I don't know, maybe someone in Ricardo's wife or something? I don't know, not imitating, but did he eat someone like that as well, their name? And that's why he was acting like that, and Ricardo just got stopped there for a moment. Because here you can see he was multiple times he was switching between people, which makes it even more confusing because every single moment he's switching. you cannot really say what person he is imitating. Excuse me. And right. Okay. So, okay, one thing I don't understand here, because not don't understand, but I think I need to understand it properly here, because he says that when he was sick, or when Julius's brother was sick, here we go. Remember when we were children, when we were sick and in poor shape? By we, I think he's just meaning Julius's brother, not Julius and his brother, I think. I don't know. He always calls himself we because there's multiple people within him, I think. So by we, I don't think he's mentioning both of them. I think he's just only referring to Julius's brother. So we asked you to pick an appa from us from the tea in the yard. So he went there. We were still so little, and so were you. You said at first that you couldn't do it. Do you remember? But then you can see Julius goes and plucks the apple. You really don't remember. Anyways, Julius can't remember because, like I said, I think he ate his name. Because he can remember the scene, but he cannot remember the boy. Like his face was like, I don't know any of that or nothing. Okay, this is the part. We always believed it. We always felt it. That we were different, that we were a burden. Okay, there you go. This part. And what has become of that now? What a great feeling. So this is how it feels. It must have felt wonderful. We finally understand now. I don't understand anything about you. Okay, wait. This is a part where he says like I hated you or something like that. Where's that part? Okay, I cannot find that part. Just a minute. When does he say that? He says that, I'm pretty sure. Okay, here we go. You picked the appa for us. That's why we hated you so much. Here we go. So I'm guessing because of the fact that, like he was healthy and he could, do what all children wants to, like, go around, hang out with other people, like, while he was just bedridden and, like, as he said, like, we felt like a burden to everyone. So people probably talk behind their back and all that. I don't know, something like that. So, obviously, like he says he hated him, but I don't think that is completely true. It's just like, like which all people, like, they have this one part in their heart, which obviously has like these dark thoughts, and it was probably that like circumstances and everything made him probably like dislike his brother because he can do all. But obviously that doesn't mean he dislikes him. He probably loves his brother very much, but it was just part of him, which he himself suppressed, because every people has that dark corner in their heart where they have thoughts which they they don't want to acknowledge because they know that it is like some dark thoughts. For example, in this situation, there must be like part of Julius's brother who thought that, oh, like look at my brother, he can do all of this thing while I'm just here, I hate him for that, something like that. Yeah, so Glutton is literally like highlighting that only, I feel like. Anyways, so yeah, that's that. Now obviously this, as you can see, this section was in that episode, like like that previous episode. I think like they kind of messed up with the subtitles, but I did kind of realize that because he called him Nisama, but I did kind of realize it's probably his like sibling. But I kind of forgot that, like not forgot, but I thought like I think I said in that episode that, wait, does Julius have a sister or something? Because immediately like like Nisama or kind of like translated to a little sister to me, because half of the shows that we see, every single episode, like on a show, we have like a brother sister, like usually the little sister calls their brother Nisama or something like that. Yeah, obviously little brothers also sometimes do that, but majority of the shows are just sisters calling their brothers Nisama. So I automatically like thought like, wait a minute, did Julius have a little sister or something? And then in the comments, like I was someone told me that, wait, you forgot that he had a brother, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. Why did I think sister? A brother, little brother can also call their elder brother as Nisama. Yeah, so I was kind of on the right track, but yeah. Anyways, they kind of like kind of messed it up over there. But yeah, here it's pretty damn obvious they're talking about his brother. Anyways, so that was that. Now, like I said, I don't understand the whole Ricardo part. There was a section where he kind of says some weird stuff like, "Oh, welcome back home" and all that, and Ricardo just stops there. I don't know what that was. Like, was he like like doing something to Ricardo? But then that would mean he also has the name for Ricardo. I don't know that part. Okay, you know what? Where is that section? Here we go. Welcome home. Yeah, Ricardo's like just jumps back. Would you like to be it to be a meal, a feast, or perhaps a grand banquet? Or wait, was that just someone else? Like I said, it's very difficult because he constantly keeps switching inside of him. He constantly keeps switching between people. So it's difficult to understand when he's acting like himself or when he's actually like kind of like acting as someone who's inside of him. Maybe this is just something that he himself was doing. I don't know. So yeah, I'm not sure, but like yeah, like but the main ones that we had to understand, I was able to understand the whole Julius situation with his brother. Later on, the whole Lai Batenkaitos, that whole section with like that section with Otto and all that. That I also understood. Yeah. So there you go. That is gluttony. Now here's another thing that I want to say here. I'm not sure. This is just a complete guess, but with the facts, like he has like like scars and everything in his body. You can see like I think like Otto mentioned that. Um, I'm assuming he was, or not he, but he and his brother was some kind of like I don't know, like like I don't know. Like there's a possibility because he always talks about like gluttony and like like stuff. So it is possible that he was like he and his brother was like some kind of a slave and they were beaten. That is why those scars. Like I said, this is just a guess, complete guess, but there's a possibility because maybe they were like sold as children. They are children actually, like, and I don't know exactly how old they are, but yeah, it is pretty apparent they are actually like like children, like they're like probably like 12, 13 years old, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit older than that, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so they were probably slaves who were just sold as children, and they were probably mistreated, and something that would also make sense why they're gluttony, because if they were treated like that, they must have had you know like food. They probably didn't get enough food. That's why they're like gluttony or something. I don't know. Again, this is a complete guess that I made here. I might be completely off the mark, but like especially the marks in his body, that's what it made me feel like. Yeah, like that he was like beaten or like like mistreated. Not only he, but his brother as well. I'm assuming his brother also has the same marks. Right. And there's another thing that I'm not 100% sure, but I'm assuming there are two of them, like Lai Batankatus and Roy Alpha. These are the two, right? Are there any other gluttonies? Because there were a few sections when it felt to me that there's more than two of them. But maybe it's just like because they're talking about the people inside of them, it makes that confusing a little bit. But yeah, anyways, that was the whole situation with gluttony. Right. Anyways, in the end, Beatrice comes in, and Beatrice is like, we cannot let this guy fight Subaru because, like, yeah, he's going to be very hurt because Rem's whole memories is within him. Right. And yeah, there you go. Now that was that. Now let's talk about Capella. So Capella here fighting Al. So Capella's battle against Al was kind of short, you could say, because like Al keeps fighting, like keeps attacking and almost like slicing Capella. Capella just regenerates. So in the end, Al is like, oh, we have I have a surprise for you. And this whole building like breaks apart on her, And yeah, now there's one important and one, like, thing that I have to talk about here. Anastasia. So Anastasia, the fact that she used magic, Al was like, wait a minute. He was like, don't you give me that. You did something that Anastasia Hoshin isn't capable of doing. Now, this is the part where I was thinking, wait a minute, is this some kind of an imposter or something? Like, But I don't think that's the case. What's your game here? I think what's happening here is that Anastasia, up until now, like, acted in a certain way, and she changed that way of acting. That's why he's like, you did something that Anastasia would never do. What's your game here? So yeah, like, from moment I actually thought this is like some imposter or something. That's why when Felix came and tried to, like, stop them, I was like, Felix, stop, let's at least listen to Al. But then I realized, no, like, this is Anastasia, but she just did something that Anastasia doesn't do, or something like that. So that's why Al was suspicious of her. So, but I don't know, isn't this situation in itself pretty much the reason why she did something that she never does? Like, this situation in itself is abnormal. Like, they're literally fighting for their life. So, oh no, but back then, I guess, yeah, I guess there was no reason for her to, like, blast her, like, Capella like that. There was no reason. She would have fallen into the trap anyways. So, maybe that's what Al is saying. Yeah, like, he was like, he would have never have done that, something like that. And yeah, something like that, he says. Anyways, so yeah, that kind of confused me a little bit. Either way, like, yeah, that's that. And then obviously, like, Capella sends all those things to chase them, and Reinhardt comes and just destroys them all. Yeah, so yeah, Capella's section was a lot more shorter than the Gluttony Brothers, like, sections. But yeah, that is basically today's episode. That's the whole of today's episode. Right, a lot of information in today's episode we got, and I think we'll probably get more of them in the next one. And yeah, it's been a while we've seen Beatrice. I was thinking, like, this whole season Beatrice is absent. I'm like, where is she? Like, like, I think, like, we saw Beatrice at the very beginning of this season a little bit. She, like, helped Subaru out, and then helped Subaru with, like, the like saved him from literally, like, dying. That's why she took, like, majority of the damage. That's why she needs time to, like, come back. Like, I know that, but like, we saw her back then, and we haven't gotten even like information about her up until now. So I was thinking, like, like, even if she is not here or she cannot fight, they could at least tell us that, oh, Beatrice is, like, like, resting here or something like that. Nothing. Like, for this whole, like, like, a half of the season, there was no information about Beatrice at all. I guess we were busy with other stuff. So I was kind of thinking, I was like, where is she? Like, why is there no information? Like, like, even if she cannot fight, even if she's, like, still resting, they could at least, like, tell us that, oh yeah, Beatrice is here or something like that. Or maybe they did, and maybe I just, like, like, I just missed it or in something. I don't know. Anyways, but I'm glad to see Beatrice back. And as Beatrice says, she cannot let Gluttony go and come in front of Subaru, because Subaru is going to be very much defeated if that happens, because of the whole Rem's memories. Okay, and there you go. That was today's episode. Good episode. And that was my overall impressions. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. Let me see if I missed anything. I think I discussed about most of the stuff, but let's see. The first scene, we have Gluttony fighting these guys, and okay, right. First we see Gluttony fighting Othon, then we move on to the other Gluttony fighting Ricardo and Julius. And yeah, this is where Julius starts feeling weird, because he was calling him Nisama, and he's like, what? Because like, it's like a complicated feeling. I can understand. He doesn't remember his brother's face because he ate his name, I think. But then he's calling him Nisama, and he's feeling like, wait a minute, there shouldn't be anyone calling me Nisama, because I don't remember someone like that. But it feels so natural. I think it was something like that. He was getting a weird, like, an uncomfortable feeling within him, where he was like, something is wrong, but I cannot point my finger at what is wrong. Yeah. Anyways, Yeah, so he keeps talking about how he idolized his brother, this and that, and then Ricardo comes in and attacks him. Oh, wait a minute. Is this where he gets me? I was, I was saying like there was probably someone he was referencing when Ricardo stopped when he was like, "Oh, welcome back." Like, that section. I was thinking maybe his wife or something. So is this the part where he gains his wife's, like, like, I don't know, like something, because he actually stabbed him, like he pierced like, Ricardo, and like I said, I don't know how these conditions trigger. Like there's a few things that are still a mystery. Like I think at least he just needs to know the name to eat the name. That's all that is required. But I might be wrong. Maybe there's some other conditions that needs to be fulfilled. So I'm not really sure. Anyways, okay. Then Julius comes in and he, like, the fighting continues. Okay, so okay, this is the part I don't understand this section. Ec- who is this? He uses like a technique called eclipse, as if he kind of like disappears and comes in front of him, attacks Julius, and he talks in a distinct way here. You can see, which is probably the person that he was. Here we go. Um, we have used this strike to slay 88 other like pretty boys like you. Who's this? No, this is okay. Wait a minute. This is a yeah. I got confused here a little bit because at first he was talking about how, like, we used this to, like, kill 88 others like you or something like that, and then he immediately calls him Nisama, which I was like, wait a minute. So what? He's still his brother. So I'm guessing he's just like switching within himself. Like, like one time he's someone, another next time he's someone else, and it's all together within him. So he's like referencing each of them within him, like, something like that. Like like I was thinking of this more as a split personality thing, but maybe that's not the case, because if it was split personality kind of thing, then one personality would be in control while the others go asleep. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe he is well aware of everything that is going on, but at the same time he can like draw information from all the other people within him. Maybe that's what's happening, because like up until the very end I was thinking of this more as a split personality way it works. Like I know it's not split personality, but I thought that this is how it works, because some personality needs to be in control, and while that personality is in control, everything else is like asleep. Maybe that's not what it is. Maybe he has full consciousness about everything, and he knows about all the people inside of him, and he can gather, like, gain information from each of them and use them to, like, to his advantage, to imitate that. Like he's imitating. It's not that that personality or that memory within him is acting on his behalf. He's just gaining information from them and he's imitating them. Maybe that's what's happening. you know because yeah, like I was under the impression it was more of a split personality kind of way it works, but maybe not. That's why he can literally switch. Like here you can see he says that, like, I use like technique like this to kill 99 of few people or something like that. He says he was probably using some other, because the way he was talking here was different. It was more of an elegant version he was saying, and then he suddenly switches to brother. So it's like all mixed up. um yeah, and then he again, like, like he uses someone else's, like, like way of speaking. He says like, oh, welcome back, like, to Ricardo, and Ricardo gets surprised here. Yeah, anyways, that was that. Okay, and then we get to that section where he recalls, like how his brother brought the apple for him, and how he was jealous, and he was, like, oh, I hate you, brother, something like that. He says, while Julius is like, I don't know who you are talking about, because in his head, his, like, memory is like fake, right? Okay, so we don't really know what exactly happened after this, because Julius like attacks him using his like technique, and that's it. Either way, that scene gets interrupted, and we move on to Capella. So Capella's section was nothing much, like she was like, oh, like like you care about me, this and that. The fact that you've made this special like preparation for me means that like yeah, you're thinking about me. Yeah, so anyways, and I was like, just like I can't be bothered. It's not love or anything. I just want to get like just destroy you. Yeah, anyway, they have that whole conversation. Capella turns into the dragon, and Al makes the whole place go down on her. But this is Capella we're talking about. She just, as we see later on, she just became a mouse. Anyways, and then Al comes up, Anastasia comes in, Felix comes in as well, and this is where we have the whole confrontation with Anastasia. Like I said, I was kind of confused here because I was thinking that, and he was implying that this Anastasia is an imposter or something. But from what I could understand later on, he wasn't really saying any of that. He was basically saying like, you did something that you don't really do. Why did you do that? What's your plan here? What's your game here? What are you trying to do? Yeah. Anyways, because you have to remember, Anastasia is like the first impression of Anastasia that we had while with Subaru is that she literally scammed Subaru, if you remember that whole section. You know, so she's more of like the shrewd businesswoman type of person. So I feel like that's why Al was surprised. Al was like, "Why did you do that? Like you were not the type of person who would do something like that, like and use magic to attack. Like why?" So maybe that's what he was trying to reference here. I don't know. Like I actually thought for a moment he was implying that this is an imposter, but I don't think that's what he was trying to imply. This is Anastasia, but she just did something different than she usually does. Anyways, and then we have the whole transformation sequence for Capella, like a Maho Shoujo. She just pops out, all the noise, mouse comes and like makes her, and she was missing her eyes, so she was like, oh, sorry about that, and two of the other mouse comes and goes into his eyes, her eyes, making the eyeballs. Okay, right. Yeah, so this is the part where an interesting thing happens. Not an interesting thing, I would say, but something. I think, who was it? Was it Felix or was it Anastasia? Anastasia, who tells her that, oh, is this what the gospel ordered you to? You're saying that you're going to leave now. Is that what is written in the gospel? And she got pissed. She was like, oh, not really written. Like, I'm not really following the book or doing its bidding. I'm just, like, I myself want to do it. That's why I'm doing it. But yeah, at the end of the day, it is true. She is following the gospel. Every single one of them is following the gospel, which is kind of crazy because I do wonder, like, is this like some kind of a mental suggestion that the gospel has? Because at first, with the whole situation with Roswaal and Beatrice, we thought like they themselves like were people who wanted to do what the gospel told them to do, like extremely loyal, and everything. Like Beatrice extremely loyal to Kidona. Like same with Roswaal as well. Like Roswaal was infatuated with Ekidona, and that's why like they were like following the gospel like that crazily. you know but it did kind of strike me odd about the fact that even Regulus was doing what the gospel said, which is something that I was like, that's a bit weird. Like, because Regulus is the last person I would expect to do something from a book that is written in a book. Same with Capella as well. I don't see her as a person to follow something written on a book. Loyalty, thing called loyalty, probably doesn't exist within Regulus or Capella. So these two people following the gospel is something very weird. I felt very weird, because yeah, like why? Like I can understand Roswaal and Beatrice following the gospel. These two, however, nah, they are the last people I would think that they would follow the gospel. So there must be something in that gospel that like some kind of mental suggestion that makes them do it. But the fact that even Regulus was following it must be something like that, or maybe there's something that they get from the gospel, that is why they follow it. I don't know, like there must be something going on there, because yeah, it's just, this is not just loyalty or anything. There's something else at work here with the gospel and the, yeah, anyways, enough about that. So yeah, after that, we have like Capella just throw all these like monsters towards them. They start chasing them, And then Felix is like, oh, like, Reinhardt, please. No, no, I think Felix was like, someone do something about it. And then Reinhardt comes in and just destroys them, like, with just one shots them. Right. After that, you can see Lai, fighting the gluttony fighting the others, like Otto's group. And this is where Otto kind of realizes that Lai is actually using the memories to, kind of imitate them and use their techniques against, So that guy, I forgot his name, he says something about how he's like a veteran, but then Otto's like, but this guy, how old is he? He's not that old. How is he this much of a veteran? Then he sees the other dude like getting surprised at the fact that he suddenly starts saying his name because he used the memory, he ate the name and the memory of the other guy. This is where Otto puts two and two together and realizes the people who he eats the memories and name and the memories, he can not only know their information, but he can also imitate and their techniques and everything. Yeah. Anyways, this section continues, and he keeps riling up that dude. That dude goes and tries to attack. That by that dude I mean that guy. I forgot his name. The captain guy. He was like attacking him, and but he wasn't able to do much to him. Then Otto's like, everyone, I know what's going on, but keep this in mind. Don't say my name. And everyone's like, we don't even know your name. But yeah, but like I said, that was a blessing in disguise, because if anyone knew his name, Otto, like can literally take their memories and get to know Otto's name. So this is the trump card here, that nobody knows Otto's name. So he will not get to know his name at all. Like Otto will be the only person who might be able to do something in this situation by the end of it. Yeah. Anyways, okay, that was that. And then okay, the battle continues again. Wait a minute. And then Otto kind of puts on those like bombs in his in his jacket, and they just explodes. But then he sees that like his dress just got destroyed. He's fine. Yeah, and his whole body's like like cut marks and everything. Here we go. If those scars are what made you the way you are, and he's like, are you gonna offer you us your sympathy? Okay, that's awfully cheap of you. If you're gonna pity us, tell us your name. There you go. The fact that he multiple times asks his name is what makes me think he needs to know the name. Of course, there's other ways to get that out of you. Shall we take one at a time? So yeah, he was literally going to eat him, like, or his fingers or something. I'm guessing, like he said, that there's other ways to get to know your name. So I'm assuming by eating part of his body, maybe he would get to know his name or something. Maybe because I think like by eating a part of his body, he'll probably be able to extract the memories from that body part, and that body part will probably give him the information that, oh, this is his name or something like that. I don't know. Again, these are all just guesses I'm making, because the problem here is, like I said, he cannot get to know his name because he's not going to tell him himself. Nobody here knows who Otto is or knows the name, so he cannot use other people to get to know his name indirectly. The only thing he can do here is either ask Otto or do something that gives him the name, which is, as he says, this is probably the second way of getting to know the name, which is eating part of their body or something. That's why he was going to eat his finger. Anyways, but good thing that didn't continue, because Beatrice comes in and helps him out. This part was kind of interesting with the logo. It's written a hideous dinner party with like black background and white logo. And then Beatrice is like, oh, like it's rude to start eating before anyone has got to the table. And then the card changes and it becomes us dinner party. It's like the rest is censored. Again, anyways, Beatrice comes in, and then this is the part where like Otto was like, oh, beer, and he stops, but then was like, oh, Beatrice, and they were like, oh, wait, what? But then they realized that, oh, he's just using Rem's memories, and he starts acting as Rem, imitating Rem, and Beatrice is like, we cannot let Subaru fight him. We have to defeat him before that. There you go, and that's where it ended. So yeah, great episode, and yeah, like next episode I think is the final one, because as far as I can remember, ReZero season 3 has 16 episodes. This was the 15th one. ReZero season 3. Let me just double check. So if that's the case, that would mean next week is the final episode. Yeah, 16 episode. Yep, March 26th will be the final episode. Yeah, all right, and there you go. That was it. That was my reaction to episode number 15. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another video. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.